All users who will have access to the Smart Digital CHEMPAIRING Suite web portal need a Grundfos Global Login account. You can create the account within a minute on the Grundfos website. Don't forget to confirm your account in the email you receive after creating the account. To use Smart Digital CHEMPAIRING Suite, your company needs a Smart Digital CHEMPAIRING Suite account. If your company does not already have an account, please contact your Grundfos sales representative or email us. Smart Digital CHEMPAIRING Suite 3.0 supports 1 DDA dosing pump per gateway with the control variants AR, FC, and FCM with a dosing capacity of up to 30 liters per hour. The DDA dosing pumps can be used with firmware version v2.62.7915 or higher. The DDA software version can be found in the dosing pump information area. Version 3.0 supports manual operating mode and proportional dosing with a water meter or a flow turbine. To remotely monitor or operate the DDA dosing pump, you need a Smart Digital CHEMPAIRING gateway. We offer you a version for Europe or for USA, Canada. The gateway is already equipped with all the necessary cables and plugs for a fast on-site installation, such as 3-meter power cable with Schuko or US power plug, 5-meter control cable with M12 plug for communication with the DDA dosing pump and 3-meter antenna cable with magnetic base antenna. For quick on-site installation, there is a stainless steel mounting plate on the back of the gateway, allowing the gateway to be installed on-site without having to drill holes in your customer's walls. In addition, there is already a data SIM card in the gateway and the data transfer costs are already included in the annual subscription costs. Grundfos has already concluded data roaming contracts for the data SIM card in the gateway in the countries listed below, so that you can operate the gateway without restrictions in these countries. Other countries will follow soon. The Grundfos Go app is utilized for interaction with the Smart Digital CHEMPAIRING system in the field. Upon scanning the QR code located on the lid of the gateway, a specific menu appears, offering the following functions. The initial setup process of a new SDCS system, including sending the activation email to the administrator. Registering a chemical for the sensorless volume monitoring feature with alarm notification at a freely definable remaining volume in the chemical container. Updating the water meter or flow turbine pulse rate in case of replacing a water meter, ensuring accurate calculation of the process liquid volume and actual volumetric concentration. Check the content of the CHEMPAIRING gateway packaging for completeness. Hang the CHEMPAIRING gateway on a suitable wall hook using the stainless steel mounting plate attached to the rear. Attach the M12 connector of the CHEMPAIRING gateway to the lower right M12 socket of the DDA dosing pump with the M12 connector symbol shown on the right. Position the magnetic antenna vertically on a metal surface to achieve the best reception quality. Plug the power plug of the DDA dosing pump and the CHEMPAIRING gateway into appropriate wall sockets and arrange all cables to avoid possible tripping hazards. If you wish to remotely control the DDA dosing pump via the CHEMPAIRING web portal, you need to activate bus in the DDA menu and set the pump to standby before leaving the installation site. For security reasons, you cannot activate remotely. If you leave bus deactivated, you can operate the pump locally, and on-site changes to the dosing pump are immediately displayed in the CHEMPAIRING web portal, which then operates in read mode. In the app profile you can select if you want to use metric or US units for the commissioning process. To start the commissioning process, select Remote and then select Scan QR Code to scan the QR code on the CHEMPAIRING gateway lid. Alternatively, you can manually enter the numerical code on the sticker into the Go app and then select Smart Digital CHEMPAIRING Suite. Select First Setup if you commission the CHEMPAIRING gateway for the first time. Check the LED status of the CHEMPAIRING gateway. The left LED indicates the status of the cellular connection and should be permanently green. If the LED shows a yellow color, try an alternative antenna position. The right LED indicates communication status with the dosing pump and should flash red. Only after complete activation by the administrator, the right LED will light up permanently green. Select the operating mode of the dosing pump to enter the information of the connected flow sensor in the next step so that the CHEMPAIRING web portal can calculate the process parameters. The following supported operating modes are available in version 3.0. Manual operation, no further input of flow sensor data is required here. Pulse operation, the pulse rate of a water meter with the unit volume per pulse or a flow turbine with the unit pulses per volume can be entered here. Determine the pulse rate of the water meter or flow turbine connected to the dosing pump in volume per pulse or pulses per volume. The volume can be entered in liters or US gallons. The water meter or flow turbine is traditionally connected to the DDA dosing pump, as the gateway reads the number of incoming pulses via the data bus. After entering the data of the connected flow sensor, the setup process is completed, and in the next step the parameterization file is sent to the administrator user in your company so that he can finally activate the new system in the CHEMPAIRING web portal. If you hold both the commissioning and administrator user role, you can send the file to yourself. The following data is required for sending the file. Your name, the name of the on-site commissioning technician. Send to email, the email address of the CHEMPAIRING administrator in your company. Installation note, a clear description of the CHEMPAIRING system for later identification by the administrator. Press Send Code to transmit the file. The administrator will receive the activation email within a few minutes for the final system activation. A few minutes after sending the parameterization file with Grundfos Go, the administrator receives a CHEMPAIRING activation email. Only users with administrator status can activate a prepared CHEMPAIRING system. The link in the activation email will take you to the activation assistant in the CHEMPAIRING web portal. Log into the web portal using your Grundfos Global login credentials. Now the administrator can assign the new CHEMPAIRING system to an existing customer, or a new customer can be created if the customer does not yet exist. In this example, we will create a new customer named Customer 7. If you first create a new customer, you can enter all the necessary customer information in this step. In this step you assign a final installation name for the new CHEMPAIRING system. You can create a new installation name or copy the installation note from Grundfos Go commissioning. In this example, we give the new system the system name Cooling Tower 1 Biocide. In this step you will receive an overall summary of the activation process. If something is not correct, you can make corrections using the Back button. After clicking on the Next button, you will be redirected directly to the newly created dashboard of the CHEMPAIRING system. The correct profile file is now transferred to the CHEMPAIRING gateway via the cellular network, and both gateway LEDs now light up permanently green. It may take up to 30 minutes for all tiles in the CHEMPAIRING dashboard to reach full functionality. In the meantime, you can register a chemical for the sensorless volume monitoring feature, which we demonstrate in the next chapter. To register a chemical for the sensorless volume monitoring feature, follow these steps. Scan the QR code sticker on the CHEMPAIRING gateway with the Grundfos Go app. Select the Register Chemical menu item. Ensure the CHEMPAIRING gateway is fully functional. Both LEDs should light up green permanently. Enter the name of the chemical you want to register. Input the total volume in liters or gallons. The total volume corresponds to any remaining volume in the dosing tank plus the added volume. Choose the remaining volume for which you would like to receive a notification via SMS or email. By default, 10% of the connected chemical volume is pre-selected. However, you can adjust this as needed. You can also skip this function, and you will not receive a notification. For the initial registration, you must use your Grundfos global login credentials. However, this step is not necessary for subsequent registrations as the login information is saved. You can now verify the successful chemical registration on the CHEMPAIRING web portal. After registering the chemical via the Grundfos Go app, you will see successful registration on the CHEMPAIRING web portal. On the dashboard tile you will find a bar displaying the total connected chemical volume and the remaining volume for the alarm notification. The remaining volume above the bar is updated hourly. Additionally, the name of the chemical and the days since it was added are displayed at the bottom of the tile. In the section More Data, you can also see the date, time of registration and the name of the person who registered the chemical on site. Congratulations, your smart digital CHEMPAIRING suite system is now fully operational.